5 years ago, we lost. All of us. We lost friends. We lost family. We lost a part of ourselves. Today we have a chance to take it all back. You know your teams, you know your missions. Get the stones, get them back.
Nope, this is not going to be another list of the best Avengers movies, because they are all great, and to be honest, this list is for the movies in between that helped make those Avengers movies so great. Welcome as always to Everybody Loves Lists, and join me in my top 5 of Marvel movies. Number 5, Black Panther. Black Panther is a fantastic movie with an amazing cast. The late Chadwick Boseman plays the titular hero himself, while Michael B. Jordan joins the MCU to play Killmonger. It was cool to see the origins of these characters and learn how their secrets have been hidden for so long in the MCU. It was also nice to see some Easter eggs, like what Cap's shield is made from. The movie was so great, it has a sequel coming out that follows up where we are with the next Black Panther and actually brings in Namor, which I'm really excited about. It also may have its first ties in the MCU to the X-Men, so that's awesome and something to really get excited about. Hoping we see some kind of information about Adamantium and Wolverine, but I guess we'll see what happens. Number 4, Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok earned its spot on this list. To be honest, I wasn't a huge fan of the first 2 Thor movies or the latest one that just came out. But Thor Ragnarok really knocked this one out of the park. The cast was great, and the story was really fun to experience. Felt like a thrill ride the entire way through, which, thanks to the Hulk, really made this movie stand out, in my opinion. The villain Hela was also great, bringing in the amazing actress Cate Blanchett to play her. I mean, who doesn't love Cate Blanchett and her previous famous role? This movie really redeemed Thor in my eyes and made me an actual fan leading up to the Infinity Wars Avengers movie. Had a nice blend of comedy, good writing, and action that really reminded me of another movie. That movie is number 3, Guardians of the Galaxy. The first Guardians movie is so good. For me, I had no idea who these characters were, so it was awesome to get not only new characters, but new characters that had purpose in the MCU. Once again, the casting choices were amazing, from Batista playing Drax, Chris Pratt playing Star-Lord, Zoe Saldana playing Gamora, and who can forget Bradley Cooper as Rocket. Even Vin Diesel is in here to say his one line.
You don't turn your back on family.
No, not that line.
I am Groot!
I think my favorite thing about this movie has to be the soundtrack. I totally bought the soundtrack after seeing this, and it reminded me of all the amazing 80s classics. Amazing movie. Can't wait for part 3 and the holiday special. Number 2, Iron Man Part 1. This was a difficult choice at number 2. I love this one so much, and it kicked off the entire MCU as we know it today. Iron Man 1 is iconic for many reasons, making Robert Downey Jr. into the megastar he is today, having an awesome look at how Iron Man is the MCU's Batman, and even going as far as revealing who Iron Man is at the end of the movie. Usually in comic book movies, the hero never shares his identity, which is why this was so awesome to see. If I had to pick, I would say my favorite part is when he actually builds the suit in the desert. It's a lot of fun seeing him create this armor without any utilities and just use his willpower and his genius to craft it. There's much more to be said about Iron Man 1, but you could always just rewatch the movie. Number 1, and my favorite MCU movie, has to be Spider-Man No Way Home. Sure, this may be somewhat biased since I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, but this would honestly be my favorite MCU movie. Spider-Man No Way Home is post-Avengers Endgame and brings us back to Peter Parker and how he's dealing with Mysterio revealing his identity in Far From Home. The movie brings back J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson, which is always a plus if you like them in the original Spider-Man movies, and just in general. J.K. Simmons is amazing. The plot is great too, with the multiverse starting to break open after a failed spell from Doctor Strange. The villains from all the previous Spider-Man movies come back to face off against our new Spider-Man hero. This is the MCU's way of trying to do the Sinister Six with having Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Sandman, Electro, and the Lizard appear, even though that's 5 enemies, technically. With the villains returning from their respective movies, the Spider-Man from previous movies also did. It was incredible seeing this in the theater, with the roar of the crowd in the background, and applauding at the return of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield as their respective Spider-Man. I have to say my favorite moment from all the amazing moments that this movie showed the viewers was when the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man saves MJ. That's such a redeeming moment for those two movies and gives me hope that we maybe might even see a third movie. So much happened in this movie. We even got Venom. Not sure what that's about. I guess we'll find out eventually. But he was in there for a couple seconds. Hopefully it's done well by the MCU versus what we've seen previously for Venom. But yeah, Spider-Man is amazing. And that's my list. Let me know in the comments what your favorites are. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.